Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of the adventures in Baja. So yeah, this is the second part of the series here, and this is day 3 of my trip, and it's absolutely magical. The Sea of Cortez, the amount of life and diversity is unbelievable relative to diving in Southern California. Shot some new species and personal bests, but anyway, I'm excited for the rest of this trip, so let's dive right in. The wind and water are really calm this beautiful morning. Well, gotta get my calisthenics in. Here's my front lever on a boat. Kinda. As I make my first drop for the day, I discover that visibility is not great. You can see the particulate in the water, and it's a pretty hazy environment. But as I look off into the distance, I see Cobra. I'm aiming at one, and then notice this guy's bigger on the left. They're getting farther, so I gotta take a shot. Just in range. That is satisfying. That's a good start, with a lot of room for improvement. I just caught a glimpse of this fish as I was coming around this rock, and then connect. Yeah. He was pretty good size. I was surprised he was in the shallows. He was whipping all around. He pretty much bent that shaft. And as I pulled him up, I was, again, pretty stoked and surprised that this guy was right here. I don't know what was going on. He must have thrashed himself hard because he was missing a little chunk on his skull. So I don't know if that happened in his thrashing or someone took a shot at him before. All I know is that he's coming home with me. So in California, where I usually dive, when I see yellowtail, I often make some weird noises to try and get them to be interested and come closer. And I've done it so much that it's just kind of instinct. So when I see them here, I do the same. It might sound a little bit weird, but it tends to work for me. It didn't seem to work for this solo yellowtail, but then I look and notice there's a school of more yellowtail behind it, and I take aim at the biggest one. Boom! Now, I just made a big mistake. You see, I let that fish go, and I thought I didn't have anything to worry about. Instead of grabbing my line and putting the brakes on that fish right away. I was lazy. And as I start reeling everything in, I suddenly remember someone telling me that yellowtail here tend to dive bomb and get wrapped up in the reef and tear themselves out. So now I'm worried. I take a dive down. I can't quite see, so I get an untangle line. I felt tension on there, so I'm hoping that was the yellowtail on the other end. But I still don't know. I'm pulling and following my line. Now I'm at the shooting line. And as I come up over this mound, I look, dejected. That yellowtail's gone. Oh well, live and learn. This area that I'm diving now, when we first got here, the visibility was pretty good, and then quickly changed, which can happen easily. But the technique doesn't change, and that is I get to the bottom and I am slowly creeping across. This is actually a downward slope, so we're actually getting deeper as I'm moving forward. Staying low, trying to stay hidden behind boulders. I kind of post up and I'm looking around, and I'm scanning into the distance as far as I can, right along the margin of where my visibility goes away, because oftentimes that's where the big ones are cruising, right there on the edge. Oh, and there he is. Boom! Connect. Stoked. I quickly put the brakes on, trying to keep this guy from getting in a hole. I think it's a pretty good shot, so as I pull, there he is. And yep, I can see that it's a decent shot. He's not going anywhere. This guy's mine. Man, it's so gratifying when your strategy comes to fruition. So awesome. This big boy was a nice looking Cobra. Real pretty. And as usual, I put him to sleep right away. I'm pretty sure this was the biggest cabria I got on the trip. Totally stoked. We moved spots, and here I am hunting again. And then I'm surprised by this guy. This seal is just dancing all around me. He wasn't aggressive, he was just kind of curious. The next couple of fish I didn't get the shot on video because I was cruising through the shallow areas and would find these guys just cruising through between some of this vegetation, so I had to make a quick shot. You can see the shot came from the top down, and I scored. And here's another one, and these are good sized fish. Again, I was very surprised. They were just kind of hiding, moving around slowly, and it really worked out. I mean, it was the end of the day anyhow, and what a way to cap it off. And as usual for me, I'm the last one to the boat. At least I didn't come empty-handed. That was a great last day in the water. And cabria fish tacos are the absolute best. Oh my god. Hey guys, thanks for joining me on part 2 of adventures here in Bahia de Los Angeles. It's been amazing here. I've been here spearfishing for 4 days, and all I can say is wow. And I'm definitely going to come back and experience some more. It's been unbelievable. So I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you did, give me a like. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. And join me in more adventures in Southern California and beyond. Until then, take care.